so far?
I don't know. It's just four games in. The last two games I thought we played 24 really good minutes in each game. You're never going to play a perfect 48, but we got to play better across the whole game to have success. We were fortunate enough to really be good in our last couple late game scenarios, but we have a lot of room to improve. We have to get a lot better. Every night in this league is its own entity. It's very, very difficult, and that continues tonight. So too hard to assess right now.
Coach, Gordon Hayward off to a very good start. From a basketball standpoint, from a long time ago when you coached him in college, now you're coaching him now, he's starting to really play consistently. Could you explain some of the differences of when you had him as a younger guy to now when he's here in the NBA?
Yeah, he wasn't near as skilled. He shot 44% from three as a freshman, but it was all just mostly catch and shoot. Only shot 32% as a sophomore. Like he wasn't as skilled as he is now. He had never, he was just starting to do all the pick and roll reads and those type of things. His game grew a ton in Utah, and obviously, continues to grow. He puts in a lot of work, but he's much different than he was then. I think that the thing that he was able to do right from the get-go at the college level was just be different athletically than others, with his size and his versatility. And then I think the skill part he's really worked hard on in the last 10 years.
Injury updates,
Jalen out, Rob out.
Feeling well. Is there cause for concern with
Who
Rob?
else? Rob out.
Ennis.
And Ennis is out.
Any cause for concern with Rob in that?
No. Not that I've heard of. They didn't, or at least our medical team didn't feel like that.
And then is that because of the two bigs why Taco was recalled?
That's right. Ennis did more today on the court. Nothing contact yet. So the next time that we will practice contact-wise or do anything that resembles 5-on-5 basketball will be Monday. So that'll be the next chance for him. And then if he can do some of that, great. And if not, we'll probably have a good idea that what his week looks like.
Brad, just thoughts on Marcus Morris and what he gave you, and do you miss kind of the element that he brought to this team?
Yeah, I think you enjoy having Marcus around. He's a tough guy. He's a competitive guy. Made a lot of big plays here, and I thought really had a huge impact on a lot of big wins. I say this all the time. The toughest transition from the standpoint of the past couple years of this year is we lost 5 guys that really helped us win a lot of games, and he's one of the main reasons. And so he's a tough guy to play against. Good guy to have in your locker room.
Coach, we saw extended minutes for Vincent Poirier in New York. It's a good chance we see some of that tonight.
Well, we're down to obviously recalling Taco. We have a lot less center-wise, so I think there's a good chance that you see Vincent for sure.
Today, the NBA announced that the Celtics have the least on-average NBA experience. Just curious, from the start of training camp to now, how have you seen the young guys develop?
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. I mean, we only have one guy that's 30 years old, Brad Wanamaker. We do have some guys that would be considered veterans, other guys that call themselves veterans that have experienced quite a bit. But I think the one thing about all the young guys is they've been really easy to coach. They really work, and we said that in the preseason, and it's been true all the way through the summer league and on. And so it's been the whole time that they've been here. It's been an excellent environment, and we make mistakes, and we've got to get better, and we got to help those guys get more ready to help win with more minutes. But they've done a really good job of doing their part.
Brad, one of the things along those lines that preseason and certainly early in the season tells you is your depth and how comfortable you have 12 players on the roster active, obviously, but how comfortable you are with the depth on your roster when you're without like 3 players tonight. How comfortable are you?
Yeah, I feel comfortable putting anybody in the game. I think our biggest challenge is, in certain lineups is, finding the actions you want to go to when you have a fairly new team. you're not always going to have 4 scores, 5 scores on the court. And so ultimately, being able to play through a couple of guys and then playing with space with the other guys is the biggest challenge of that. But as long as everybody defends and does their job well and soars with their strengths, you can put that all together. So, I feel comfortable putting anybody in. We'd like to have all those guys back, obviously. Those are 3 guys that could all have a big impact on a given night.
Seeing how you were dressed last night, do you have a position on Medicare for all?
No. I'm just a coach.
Hey, Coach, just with regard to, rookies, what we were just talking about, a lot of the times when you see them go into their second, et cetera, game against another team, you think that their scouting reports are going to be better, and that might hurt the player in that case. But for guys like Grant Williams with really high basketball IQs, do you see this sometimes it's the opposite, where he is in a better position because he sees, what the other team threw at him the first time around?
I don't know yet. I know this, their rookie scorched us. So their rookie was really special. Grant's a good player, but their rookie had 27. So we'll see how much we improve with regard to trying to make it as difficult as possible on Barrett. And then, it's on up to all of us to be better helping these guys, take the next challenge. It's going to be harder every time you take the court against a team, and that's why you have to improve every day. Thank you.